Let's get it.
So we gotta move on to a quick break. We gotta talk about the other shows we got on the network. All right, so if we're not prepared, we can go right into the next topic. I'm all prepared.
Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right, we can go right into the next topic. Shout out to CTC, FFC, and baseball with Teddy. But right now, he was jonesing for a touchdown yesterday. So we got to talk about how the Cowboys went in on Sunday night and got a giant victory over the New York Giants. The score was 40-0. I mean, some people were saying this should not be happening on Sunday night. I don't know if I said this on air, but I also told my brothers up here that shout out to Troy Vincent that he messed up. He had the grand opportunity to set it up where it could have been the Eagles versus the Cowboys, fresh out the gate, and you would have had a better game. I'm just saying, but he wanted to put Daniel Jones out there, so this is what you get. I'll start this one off. First things first. The Giants shutout loss. This was the largest the teams had, right? Since a 35-0 loss in 95. We gotta bring up history on here because we gotta give out context. Also in the season opener in the Meadowlands. So it happened again. So the Cowboys did it again. This is dark times for New York and the Cowboys. I told you guys there was a couple folks in the chat that was talking about how Danny Dimes is this, Danny Dimes is that. But I didn't even ask the question, though. I just got right into my rant. Y'all see how excited I was? Let me ask the question, though. I'm sorry. Let me rewind myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. I put the cart before the horse like a typical Cowboy fan, right? Did the Cowboys prove that they have the best defense in the NFL? The NFL? After week 1? Nah, that's crazy. You can't say that after week 1. It's one of the best. I seen a team go up to Pittsburgh and hold them to 7 points. I seen the team do that. That team also beat this same Cowboys team with that similar defense, who also added some pieces to their defensive line. So I can't just jump out there and say we the best. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And the only people, like I said, like I was alluding to before I had to go back and read the question is, there's only 2 people in our entire chat platform that said something about Danny Dimes. There's only 2. I've only heard from 2. So to those 2 guys, don't you ever bring up Danny Dimes and how he's the offense for the Giants ever again, because you clearly seen last night that when it was time for him to make a play, he couldn't do it. At all. I don't want to hear about the rain because we was in the chats too, and I heard people saying the rain ain't no excuse, so I don't want to hear about that. All right, that's exactly what he did. He fumbled too, just like that. Danny Dimes was seeing ghosts last night. Okay. We're not even going to talk about how the Cowboys defense is one of the best 5 in the league right now. I'm going to say one of the best 5, right? Last 2 years, right? This team led the league in takeaways. This team has 70 takeaways in 35 games. So they're on pace to do it again. Hey, J-Mo, let me know if you covered that bet too, because first person to score defense. All right. We also held this team to 110 passing yards the entire game, 110 passing yards. Some quarterbacks in the NFC East threw for more than that. That's all I'm saying. They also had 108. That was funny. But also, we held this team to 108 rushing yards. 43 of those came from the quarterback. Last time I checked, I mean, Dayball did play for the Bills, right? He was coaching for the Bills. That was Josh Allen, old coach. I see he still got that Josh Allen mentality where his quarterback needs to be his running back, because that's what was happening last night. All right. We want to let y'all know also on 23 of the 37 dropbacks, pressure. I know a lot of people talking about their rookie and how he got 6 pressures. Let's talk about how 4 people on that defensive line had 5 or more. So you talking about one person. We talking about how 5 people did it. Just saying, man, look, it ain't the best defense in the NFL right now, but they knocking on the door. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Dave.
I'm shocked. I thought you would say that was the best defense in the NFL. I really did.
I can't go that far.
I really did.
I gotta give y'all the real here. Click the link in the description. I give you the blasphemy, but on the show, I gotta give you the real.
Well, this may be the first time that we disagree on something when it comes to your Cowboys. Because after the first game, I would say that they have the best defense right now.
Whoa.
Psych, no, I'm just playing with you.
I was going to say, stop the cap.
sure
No,
about
no,
that?
no, 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 no. It is one of the best defenses in the league, though. That's guaranteed. But this is I mean, this is. I'm sorry. For those who thought that the Giants had a chance in this game, you are tripping. The Cowboys are 12-1 in the last 13 games against the Giants. So for you to think that he was going to be that Danny Dimes, or as AJ would like to say, Danny Nichols, would be able to do anything in this game, you were tripping. I'm sorry. They don't play well against the Cowboys. The Cowboys just Dak has won 11 straight against them. 11 straight. I don't know what you guys expected. He didn't even have to do much yesterday. We even had a Deuce Vaughn sighting. That's how bad that they were beating them. That Deuce Vaughn had came out and had some PT. They had 7 turnovers, almost had 8. Because there was 5 forced fumbles?
Go ahead, tell him, man.
Come on, man. Look, the Giants are not what y'all thought they were. Danny Dimes is not Danny Dimes. He's Daniel Jones, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Refer to him as Daniel Jones to Daniel Jones only. He is not that good. Yes, he can run. We understand that. But outside of that, he's not that good of a quarterback. Now, he's not trash, but he's average at best. Without Saquon, they wouldn't have had any positive plays that game. And Cowboys defense, thank you, because I not only won in my Niners game yesterday, but also won in my fantasy game yesterday because Saquon Barkley did not go off. So I appreciate you for that. You won't get too many thank yous from me because I do not like you, of course. But thank you. I appreciate that. But no, I'm not. I still say that between us and it's between 3 teams right now. Honestly, 4. I really think there are like 4 really good defensive teams in the NFL right now. That's us, the Saints. A lot of people probably wasn't thinking I was going to say that, but us, the Saints, Cowboys, and
Yesterday make it tough for you to say it. I know. You gotta say it. I know.
Those are and then you got the Commanders right there because they played a great defense. Their defense was great yesterday as well. But I wouldn't give the Cowboys the best defense in the league right now. It's the first week, and it was a game that I expected them to win. Browns, yeah, you're right. Browns too. Browns had a great defensive game yesterday. And I was so glad that I benched Joe Burrow because I knew he was going to have a bad game. I just nope, I don't trust it. So yeah, no, Cowboys don't have the best defense. They top 3, yes, but best no.
Let's start here, Dave. Our defense better than the Saints. Start there. All right, just want to throw it out there. All right, they was in the worst division as last year, and we still finished ahead of them. But and this year we got better. But I won't. Huh?
I hear you.
Oh no, you saw it too. The number show. All right, but
so glad to see he's in here.
So look, the Cowboys defense, it's an elite defense. All right. Last episode I did my top 5, and I put Dak number 1. I said, we know what the defense is gonna be. We know Marcus Parsons is gonna eat this year. Said that. So y'all legit. But like Tomo said, over one game, I won't over exaggerate. Cause I feel like every year, Tomo, y'all had one of these games every year. Remember last year, I beat the Vikings 40-3. Demolished them. The year before that, y'all beat the Falcons 43-3. Remember that? And then right after the Falcons, y'all lost to the Broncos. Then right after the Vikings, y'all know who y'all lost here. I know y'all lost somebody probably. So with the Cowboys, if they play their best football, they're the best team in the NFC. That's like the last probably 3 years if they play their best football. But that's the problem with the Cowboys. They don't play their best football. I know one of the commentators said last night, they said something about how y'all led the league in takeaways last year, but it wasn't really much leverage because y'all gave the ball away also a lot. So it's kind of like I said, y'all play your best football, Tomo, y'all legit because y'all got the pieces. I praise Jerry Jones all the time that he puts a great team around y'all every year. but he does put a lot of pressure on y'all. But his job is to make the Bills. Y'all job is to capitalize on the pressure, because the bigger the pressure y'all win, the better for everybody, So no, I want to say that. Yeah, I'm still gonna give it to the 49ers. I thought what they did to the Steelers yesterday was incredible. They held them to 1 yard. We talking about a Steelers team that everybody's hiring all preseason. They score on every first drive in the preseason. They got George Pickens, Kenny Pickens on the up and come. Mike Tomlin is the head coach. And then 1 yard in the first half, I got it. And then this is after coming from being the best defensive team last year, while adding another piece on top of that. So I would say right now the 49ers. But definitely y'all a top. I'm not gonna say top 3. I'm gonna say top 5 for sure. Right now.
Right now, like as in right now on this show.
Yeah, y'all coming to the season. Y'all
we
top 2.
Top 2.
Okay.
If you talking about after yesterday's performance, you gotta say we top 2.
No, I'm not talking about just based off yesterday. Like,
okay, all right, cool. Cool.
Things are coming to. Things gonna happen in the course of the season.
Nah, but when you say right now, we gotta go. I'm going off of what happened yesterday only. So if you're going off yesterday only, it's 49ers, Cowboys, and then the lead.
I don't know. I don't know. What's the score in your game, David?
30-7.
30-7. Okay, I think we probably got a better defense than y'all. We ain't allowed a touchdown. If we talking about yesterday, that's what Tom was talking about. We talking about yesterday, we ain't allowed a touchdown. We allowed 6 points and allowed a little bit over 200 yards the whole game.
Well, if that's the case, then the Cowboys Commanders is the lead.
2 turnovers. Tom, we would have had 5, but we can't catch right now. All right, we working on that. We dropped 3 picks. We working on that.
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is a lot of people talk about best secondaries, and a lot of this stuff is coming to fruition. All right, now I will say this.
Hold on, Tom. I know one defense ain't top 5 right now.
Come on now, they still slipping and sliding. You understand? and you got to be a long time fan to understand what we talking about with that. But I understand what you're saying. I knew you was gonna throw that out there, so I was ready for this. We do always have one of these games. But the fact that it was the first game of the season, because note, since Mike McCarthy, we've been 0-3 in opening games. Granted, we have played better competition. It was Tom Brady 2 of those times. All right. But if you don't play your team in the preseason and you installing a whole new offense with an offensive coordinator, hey, Kellen, I told you. Mike McCarthy gonna slow that game down. Because if Kellen was out there, we would have threw the ball and Dak would have threw 2 interceptions last night. But anyway. You do all that and you come out here and you beat the Giants. It goes to show you, man. There's some smart things happening on that sideline. Also, our defense is literally doing what the world asked us to do. Didn't the world ask us to do this? Take the ball out of Dak's hands so y'all can win games. And if Dak play mistake free, y'all gonna win more games. So when we do it, everybody want to run down on us. No, look, that's them. He preaching. Stop him. And as soon as we do that, the first thing they run to is, but when Hurts did it, I don't want to hear nothing about that right now. Y'all asked Dak to only throw 25 attempts and don't get a ball away. Boom. You see the formula. Now, if we go out there and lay an egg against the Jets, y'all got it. Y'all can have fun. But if we go out there and beat the Jets, I'm going to be here next week. That's all I got for y'all. Because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Joe, I'm not letting you get away with that comment saying that y'all defense is better than ours. You know that's cap.
That's cap. How is that cap?
It's not cap. It's not better than ours. Overall, it's not better than ours.
You just said
you saw what we did. You saw what we did, y'all.
Oh my gosh. I said based on what Tomo said yesterday, we have a better defense than y'all. That's what I said. They played Danny Dimes and the Giants.
They're not gonna let that one rest. But guess what though, Dave? You gonna have time to talk about your defense now because we bringing Vaughn up here. We gotta talk about them 49ers. But before we bring Vaughn up here, we gotta do some quick news, right, fellas? We gotta knock some